Hi, hey, ho, he, ha. Good afternoon from London, England. From your host, your guy, the one and only and truly, you guessed it, DLG repping. Or should I say, good morning, good evening, or in some cases, good night and rest well. Here I am again. Delhi, London, Guna, Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Indigo, November. Welcome again to my channel. Got some interesting headlines today. The main one, yes, Steven Gerrard has been appointed as Aston Villa Football Club manager on a 3.5-year deal. That one's a surprise to me because I never expected it to happen so soon. So quickly, all of a sudden, he's left Rangers. I thought he would have been committed to the Rangers job. His focus was meant to be on Rangers. That's what I thought. It's football today. He was eager to be in the Premier League, I suppose, but not so quickly. Well, according to Simon Jordan, he said that there is dangers of Gerrard taking the job because there comes a lot of risks. He's a Liverpudlian, a Scoutser, and that will be within his DNA forever. Depending on how good he does, he may land the Liverpool job eventually. That's like Patrick Vieira. He may land the Arsenal job depending on how well he does. In other headlines, Buxton and Yeovil Town will be shown on the BBC in referring to their games on the FA Cup Day. That's what I meant to say. Get my words out. So well done to Buxton and Yeovil Town. And I'll be going through Thursday's gossip column. Before I do all of that, I want you to share this channel all over the world virally to your friends and your relatives, and tell your friends and your relatives to share it amongst their friends and relatives. Make sure you leave positive feedback. That is what I'm promoting, on this channel. So your views and your opinions, and on the appointment of Aston Villa's new manager, Steven Gerrard. Make sure you smash the thumbs up like button in abundance, Encourage your friends and relatives to do the same thing. And while you're commenting, liking and all that, subscribe to DLG Repping by smashing that subscribe button left, right and centre galore. Do help me to get to at least over 200 subscribers. And let's push for 1,000 subscribers. That's the ultimate aim. So let's get going. Right, let's start off with Steven Gerrard, ex-Liverpool midfield maestro. Went to America to finish off his playing career. Came back after a long break from football, I think, and he took Rangers to the top of the summit within the Scottish League, won that, and for me, he's become a hero in Rangers' eyes. I think how quickly he left Rangers to become Aston Villa manager. I mean, Rangers fans, how do you feel about Steven Gerrard becoming Aston Villa manager and leaving you guys so all of a sudden? What's your response? You can leave it in the comment section below. As for Aston Villa fans, I would love to get your response to your new manager for 3.5 years. So let me read on. As written in yellow writing as the head title, Gerrard appointed Aston Villa boss. So, Aston Villa have appointed Steven Gerrard as manager on a 3.5-year deal, ending his 3-year reign at Rangers. The former Liverpool captain leaves the Scottish champions, having guided them to a first league title in 10 years last season. Gerrard replaces Dean Smith, who was sacked on Sunday after a run of 5 successive defeats. Now, I'm thinking here, Villa and Tottenham are known to, well, they're not known, but they've acted quick enough after sacking Ninos Espirito Santo and Dean Smith respectively and getting a new manager. Now, according to reports, I'm hearing Frank Lampard could be announced as Norwich City manager within a matter of days. But if Arsenal were to sack Mikel Arteta, it will take weeks and months to get the appointment. And even that appointment is a risk. Like Mikel Arteta is still a risk. I'm just saying, you know. But again, having saying that, he has guided Arsenal to 5th in the Premier League. And as a supporter, I am extremely pleased with the progress. Anyway, reading on. Villa are 16th in the Premier League, 2 points above the relegation zone. So Garrard's task is to make sure he steers Villa away from the relegation zone and into the top half of the Premier League table. That's a big job for the new manager. Can Garrard succeed as a Villa manager? That's the question to you, Aston Villa fans. Leave it in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. While you're doing that, yeah, smash the thumbs up, like button for me. Help me by sharing this channel all over the world to your friends and your relatives, etc. And subscribe to the channel if you're, whether you're a Villa fan, Rangers fan, or a football fan. Please subscribe. Right, moving on. And it's all about the FA Cup second round games. Buxton, who I know very little about, are 1 game away from being in the 3rd round. That will be trips to a Championship or a Premier League side, providing they win their next game. Right, written in yellow writing, that's the head title. Buxton and Yeovil FA Cup ties on BBC. Buxton's FA Cup second round tie with Morecambe will be live on the will be shown live on the BBC. Oh, sorry, rephrase that. Will be shown live on BBC One, while Yeovil Town's match with MK Dons or Stevenage will be on BBC Two. Wow. Buxton supporters, for those that maybe not able to attend a home game against Morecambe, at least you get to see your team on the telly, BBC One. Or it's a lot more fun going to Buxton to watch the game. Or is it at Buxton? Buxton fans, are you watching? Because if you are, leave it in the comment section below. Buxton, who play in the 7th tier of English football, are 1 win away from joining Premier League and Championship clubs in the 3rd round draw. They host League One Morecambe on Saturday the 4th of December at 12:45 GMT. Yeovil's home tie with MK Dons or Stevenage on the same day, 17:30 British time, will be shown live on BBC Two and BBC iPlayer. So those are the ties shown on the BBC. And for Buxton fans who are playing in the 7th tier of English football, their non-league side, I know very little about them, but it will be nice to know about the club, management, and some of the players that I could keep an eye on. And if I can get to watch that game live, I will do. So Buxton fans, are you optimistic that you can cause an upset? If you can, leave it in the comment section below. From your host himself, DLG Repping, I will always like to read a comment of great knowledge and excitement. So, moving on from the FA Cup tie, let's get into the gossip column here. Paul Pogba wants to renew his Manchester United. Paul Pogba, according to El Equipe, Paul Pogba wants to renew his contract with Manchester United, but the 28-year-old France midfielder is demanding he overtakes Cristiano Ronaldo to become the Premier League's highest paid player. Talk about greed. These mercenaries just want to earn more than the other mercenary. That's what it's all about. You know, that's how football fans become disillusioned with the sport. Well, not me. I love football. Yes, I hate the modern day um, football of today, but it is what it is. As long as it's two teams, 11 aside, competing to beat the other one and get 3 points or a trophy, that's the football I remember. Barcelona are preparing to bolster their forward line in January with Manchester City's England forward Raheem Sterling, Manchester United's Uruguay striker Edison Cavani, and 25-year-old German international Timo Werner of Chelsea all being considered. Six-time Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi could be set for a move back to Barcelona despite the Argentina forward having only quit La Liga giants for Paris Saint-Germain 3 months ago. That sounds like a loan spell there. That could be looked at as a loan spell. Suppose he's settled in Paris and so would his family. I suppose he's getting first-team football. The performances, that I don't know of, but all I can say is he's on a wager at Paris Saint-Germain, definitely. Aston Villa will pay Rangers around $3 million in compensation if Steven Gerrard becomes their new manager. Looks like Villa will have to cough up now because he is officially their new manager. Well, one thing with Steven Gerrard I forgot to say. He will command respect. I think the players will warm to him very quickly. I believe he will demand 100% and the players will give him 100%. They will respect him. I'm sure once he implements his philosophy and the structure, I'm sure the players will buy into it ASAP. Well, maybe not ASAP of some sort, but they will, settle into his philosophy eventually. It will take time. If they believe in what he wants to do, then yeah, it'll be better for the Villa players. Rangers are looking at bringing in Swansea boss and former Scotland international Russell Martin if Gerrard leaves. Leicester City manager Brendan Rodgers, who has been linked with replacing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United, is believed to have a release clause in his contract that allows him to leave if a club in the Champions League makes a move for him. Well, Manchester United is a big challenge, and with all due respect to Leicester City, Manchester United is golf in class in terms of history and the tradition of being a big club and a bigger club, and it will remain that way for the foreseeable future and in my lifetime. Now, if Manchester United come up with an offer and double what Leicester are paying him, Brendan Rodgers, he would have to sit down and think to himself, this offer is so difficult to turn down. But that's me giving my opinion. And if Manchester United want Brendan Rodgers, I mean, who are we to say that it will not happen? Who are we to write it off? This is Manchester United here. But then again, Newcastle United could be an adorable but a big challenge that Brendan Rodgers will look to keep a mindful set on. So it could be, what's the word I'm looking for? An attractable offer, and a very tempting offer, because whatever Manchester United could offer, Newcastle would treble it completely, ridiculously, easily. And I say that like it's some easy thing to do, but for Newcastle, money is not an objective right now. Not for ever, if I'm being brutally honest. Newcastle are eyeing up a move for Juventus France midfielder Adrien Rabiot in the January transfer window. Good luck on that, because Adrien Rabiot, who could be working under Eddie Howe. How would Eddie Howe deal with someone who's got such an egotistical mentality, and he's got the brain of a 3, 4, 5-year-old child when he doesn't get his way? How would Eddie Howe cope with that ego? Because if he's to become a Newcastle player, he sits in that dressing room, I'll tell you what, there will be arguments thrown in that changing room, and don't be surprised if it's Rabiot with his ego and his demand to play football every week. He thinks he can control the coaches, and before you know it, he will think that he is bigger than the club, and that's where Eddie Howe has to earn his money. But Newcastle United may find it difficult to buy or loan players from Premier League clubs in January, because some top flight teams do not want to do business with them. It's starting to build up, this hatred towards Newcastle, and they've done Sweet FA. They've not accomplished Sweet FA in terms of success, but let's give it time. You know, it is what it is. Newcastle can outbid any football club in the world, and that includes Paris Saint-Germain. If they wanted Mbappe, which is not going to happen, they can afford him. But the reality is, the reason why it's not going to happen, because they're nowhere near the levels of Paris Saint-Germain in terms of Champions League, in terms of league titles, in terms of trophies. Newcastle nowhere on the levels, but money-wise, they're on the levels of they're above anyone in terms of finances. You just look at what their owner is worth. Need I say any more? England goalkeeper Dean Henderson wants to leave Manchester United at the end of the season if he cannot overtake Spain stopper David De Gea as first choice at Old Trafford. Liverpool are lining up a triple January transfer swoop for cover for Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane and Naby Keita, when the trio head off to the African Cup of Nations, with Inter Milan's midfielder Marcelo Brozovic among those being considered. Right, Fiorentina striker here, Vlahovic. He remains a priority target for Juventus despite interest from Premier League clubs for the 21-year-old Serbian international. Bayern Munich scouts have been watching 17-year-old West Brom striker Reyes Cleary, who scored 14 goals in 12 games this season. I wonder why Bayern are keeping an eye on him. I mean, obviously Bayern Munich scouts have seen something in him, and if they have, they've got to make sure they give it time, give it 4, 5, 6 weeks before they can make a decision on the young man. Denmark defender Andreas Christensen has told Chelsea fans not to worry about his future despite his contract expiring in the summer. And I'll read one more here. Juventus have offered Wolves midfielder Aaron Ramsey to fellow Serie A side Roma on loan. That's according to Calcio Moncoto. Anyway, this is the end of another recording. Otherwise, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys to the girls, I'd like to thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in. As I always say, thank you so very much for putting up with me and being patient with me, as you always do. I appreciate that. Until next time, we'll talk again. Otherwise, take care of your friends, take care of your family, take care of yourselves. Stay safe and keep liking the channel. Keep commenting, keep leaving them your opinions, your views in my comment section below. Please, if you've got anything like positive to add to the channel, you know where my comment section is. Share the channel all over the globe, virally to your friends and your relatives, and tell your friends and relatives, to share, like, comment, and make sure you encourage them to subscribe to the channel. That's DLG Repping. There I am. Just one more of that, yeah. Get subscribing. And Aston Villa, whether you're an Aston Villa Rangers or a football fan, I would love your response and your reaction to Steven Gerrard becoming an Aston Villa and Premier League manager. Leave it all in the comment section below. Until next time, DLG Repping. We'll talk again. Otherwise, I'm out of here. So please just be nice.